Hello. Hello, everybody. So, today we are back with a very interesting chapter. My name is Rashi Mishra, and today we are going to study chapter number 10, that is Producers Equilibrium. ठीक है, लास्ट टाइम हमने पढ़ा था डिटर्मिनेशन ऑफ आउटपुट अंडर परफेक्ट कंपटीशन. इस बार हम पढ़ रहे हैं प्रोड्यूसर्स इक्विलिब्रियम. अब जब हम प्रोड्यूसर्स इक्विलिब्रियम की बात करते हैं तो हमारे दिमाग में क्या आता है? हमने चैप्टर नंबर 3 में पढ़ा है कंज्यूमर इक्विलिब्रियम के बारे में. कंज्यूमर इक्विलिब्रियम में क्या था? हमने ये पढ़ा था कंज्यूमर इक्विलिब्रियम में कि consumer is at equilibrium when he spends his total income in such a way that maximizes his total utility. So that was consumer's equilibrium. Aaj we are going to study about a brand new chapter, that is producer's equilibrium. So when the tables are turned, so what is that point when at which the producer is at equilibrium? तो हमें स्टार्ट करने से पहले ये समझना होगा कि व्हाट इज प्रोड्यूसर्स इक्विलिब्रियम. ठीक है, तो प्रोड्यूसर जो है इक्विलिब्रियम में कब होगा? जब पहली बात तो इक्विलिब्रियम क्या होता है? इक्विलिब्रियम इज लाइक अ स्टेट ऑफ रेस्ट. ठीक है, ना उसके आगे बढ़ सकते हैं ना उससे पीछे आ सकते हैं. तो इससे हमें ये समझ आता है कि प्रोड्यूसर विल बी एट इक्विलिब्रियम व्हेन ही रीचेस अ पॉइंट वेयर he has no incentive to produce more or to take a step back. इसका मतलब ये है कि he is at state of rest. इसका मतलब ये है कि वो ऐसा पॉइंट होगा जिस पॉइंट पे उसके प्रॉफिट्स मैक्सिमम होंगे. उसी पॉइंट पे ही वो ऑपरेट करना चाहेगा और उसके आगे वो फर्दर प्रोड्यूस नहीं करेगा क्योंकि ऑलरेडी उसके प्रॉफिट्स मैक्सिमम है. और उससे पीछे भी नहीं प्रोड्यूस करेगा कि बिकॉज एनी प्रोड्यूसर वुड नॉट लाइक to operate at less profits. So the zenith of gaining profits or earning profits will be the point of a producer's equilibrium. So this is what we are going to study in this chapter number 10, that is producers equilibrium. कि वो पॉइंट पे पहुंचते कैसे हैं, उस पॉइंट को डिटरमाइन कैसे करते हैं, उस पॉइंट को जानने के तरीके क्या है, इन सब के बारे में आज हम पढ़ेंगे. So let's move on to the next slide. And okay, so before starting with producers equilibrium or before talking about profits, let's go on to a very fundamental concept, that what is a firm. Now a firm, here it is written that it is an economic entity. All right, a firm is an economic entity which employs factors of production to produce commodities that it sells to other people. So factors of production, we have studied that land, labor, capital. So a firm is an economic entity that brings in or that pools in factors of production, that is land, labor, capital, in order to produce the commodity and sell it to the consumers. So that is the concept of the firm. Now, मीनिंग ऑफ फर्म्स इक्विलिब्रियम. अब फर्म्स इक्विलिब्रियम क्या होता है? अ फर्म इज इन इक्विलिब्रियम व्हेन द गिवन डिमांड एंड कॉस्ट कंडीशंस it produces that level of output at which profit is maximized. So just now we were talking about this only, that any producer would like to produce at a point where the profits will be maximum. ठीक है, that will be the equilibrium point or the state of rest. At a further more, he will not be able to, he would not be willing to produce, and before he will not take a step back because at that point the profits will be maximum. So the point, the zenith of gaining or earning profits will be producer's equilibrium or will be the firm's equilibrium. The zenith of gaining profits or earning profits will be producer's equilibrium or the firm's equilibrium. ठीक है, next we have the definition of profits. अब हम profits कर रहे हैं, तो इससे हमें ये पहले ये जानना होगा कि what do you mean by profits. ठीक है, it's a very simple concept कि if I am a producer and I'm producing a commodity X, say, so whatever money or whatever cost I'm employing into the production of that commodity, and the revenue which I am getting after the sale of that commodity, the difference between the two will be my surplus, will be my profit, will be my incentive. So this is the fundamental of profit. Profit क्या होता है कि मैंने अपने बिजनेस में जितना पैसा लगाया है और उससे उससे मुझे जो रिटर्न मिल रहा है उसमें से कॉस्ट को अगर निकाल दिया जाए, कॉस्ट को अगर हटा दिया जाए, तो जो हमारा जो डिफरेंस बचेगा उसी को हम प्रॉफिट कहते हैं. दैट इज व्हाट इज मेंशन्ड हियर, दैट प्रॉफिट, this is pi, and through this we denote our profit. Profit is equal to total revenue minus टोटल कॉस्ट, कि हमने जितना एम्प्लॉय किया, जितना डिप्लॉय किया है बिजनेस में, जितना कॉस्ट लगाया है, और हमारा जो रेवेन्यू मिल रहा है उसको अगर हम लोग उसका डिफरेंस निकालेंगे तो वील गेट द प्रॉफिट मार्जिन. ठीक है. Now we are coming on to normal profit is defined that as that amount of profits that are high enough so that the firms in industry are induced to remain in the industry, yet low enough so that the firms do not want to enter into the industry. So to simplify this, what does this statement mean to tell us? It is telling us कि normal profits जो होते हैं वो they are neither very high nor very low, they are at medium. इतना profit होना चाहिए जितना कि it can provide motivation to the existing producer to produce further, and it should not, it is not as lucrative in order to attract the competition into the industry. सो हमारा जो नॉर्मल प्रॉफिट्स होता है वो मतलब, इसका मतलब ये है कि हमारे प्रॉफिट्स ऐसे होने चाहिए. नॉर्मल प्रॉफिट्स आर द प्रॉफिट्स जितना कि हम अगर प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं, so हम we are going to produce it further, we are earning a nominal amount of profit, but it is not lucrative enough to attract more competition into the industry. So this is what we mean about normal profits. ठीक है. Now, excess of revenue over cost, including normal profit, is known as pure profit or economic profit. So, excess of profit is called supernormal profit. Excess of profits are called supernormal profits. जब हम normal profit से भी ज़्यादा profits gain करने लगते हैं, that is called supernormal profit, and this is a warning bell that invites competition into the industry. Why? Because the industry is giving good returns after production. Coming on to the rules for profit maximization. So abhi just now we studied that being a producer, my aim would be to produce the maximum profits, to gain maximum profits. तो अब हमें ये पता कैसे चलेगा कि हम कौन से पॉइंट पे प्रोड्यूस करें जहां हमारे प्रॉफिट्स मैक्सिमम होंगे. सो दिस इज नोन by two approaches, that is TRTC approach and MRMC approach. TRTC stands for total revenue, total cost approach, and marginal revenue, marginal cost approach. So using these two approaches, we can understand or we can make out that which point will be the producer's equilibrium or the point of profit maximization. So let's get started. Yes. So producers equilibrium, total revenue and total cost approach. So today we are going to study just now about TRTC approach. कि TRTC approach से हमें पता कैसे चलेगा कि which is the profit maximization point of the producers. So हम सबसे पहले यहाँ पर एक ग्राफ बनाएंगे. So first of all we are going to start with the graph. This is the y-axis, this is the x-axis, then this is the origin, total cost, total revenue, then we have output, then we have output, अब हम लोग इसको ड्रॉ करते हैं. So it's a very simple concept. It's a very इट्स अ वेरी सिंपल कॉन्सेप्ट, बस हमें इसको समझने का, हमें इसे प्लॉट करने का एक तरीका होना चाहिए। दैट इज, सबसे पहले हम क्या करेंगे, वी आर गोइंग टू ड्रॉ द टोटल रेवेन्यू कर्व। टोटल रेवेन्यू कर्व इज अ स्ट्रेट लाइन। अब ये स्ट्रेट लाइन हमें क्या दिखाता है, इसके बारे में हम प्लॉट करने के बाद समझेंगे। नाउ देन वी हैव टू प्लॉट टोटल कॉस्ट कर्व। से दिस इज पॉइंट ए, यहां से हमने स्टार्ट किया टोटल कॉस्ट कर्व, टोटल कॉस्ट कर्व, ठीक है। नाउ लेट्स एक्सटेंड दिस ग्राफ फर्दर एंड फ्रॉम हियर, अब हमें ये याद रखना है कि जितना डिस्टेंस यहां पर है, जितना डिस्टेंस इसका है, उतना ही डिस्टेंस हम यहां भी लेंगे एंड इसी डिस्टेंस पे हम एक और ग्राफ स्टार्ट करेंगे जो कि है टोटल प्रोडक्ट। वेट, लेट्स फर्स्ट मार्क 3 पॉइंट्स। यहाँ 3 पॉइंट्स हैं जिनके बारे में हमें बात करनी है। सो वी हैव हियर 3 पॉइंट्स। Okay, so now we are going to plot the total so let's bring this output a bit lower. So now we are going to plot another curve which is TP curve. So it goes like this, and from here it goes like this. This is TP curve. So अब ये हमारा जो बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर तैयार हो गया है TRTC अप्रोच का. So let's delve into some intricacies and let's mark some points, and then we are going to discuss the concept which is being shown here. Okay, so if this is A, let's mark this as A naught. Let's mark this point as B. Let's mark this point as D, this point as C, this point as D, or we can say, okay, let's point this Q. This is Q1, this is Q2. This point is Q2. This is D, this is C. Now, let's start with what we are trying to tell through this graph. And अब देखिए, अब हमें पता है कि टोटल कॉस्ट, हमने ये कॉन्सेप्ट पढ़ा था कि जब 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 टोटल कॉस्ट हमारा टोटल रेवेन्यू से ज्यादा होगा, मतलब कि हम डिप्लॉय जो है फैक्टर्स ऑफ प्रोडक्शन ज्यादा कर रहे हैं, रिटर्न हमें कम मिल रहा है, तो इसका मतलब क्या है, हम लॉसेस में हैं। तो हमने पढ़ा था व्हेन टोटल कॉस्ट विल बी ग्रेटर देन टोटल रेवेन्यू, वी विल बी एट लॉसेस। ठीक है, सो हमारी ये कंडीशन यहीं पर दिख ही रही है हमें कि यहाँ पर टोटल कॉस्ट कर्व जो है वो यहाँ पर टोटल रेवेन्यू से ज्यादा है, so this is the condition of losses. So this is the situation of losses. अब हमें पहले एक चीज दिमाग में आनी चाहिए हमारे कि why is this TR curve a straight line? So this we have already studied that under perfect competition, the total return or the total revenue of the firm is increases at a constant rate, and that is why we have this TR curve as a straight line. Now TC curve is a curved line which is plotted on the TR curve. अब TC कर्व का जो ये जो इसका स्ट्रक्चर है, ये क्या बिहेवियर हमें इसका बताता है? This tells us that total cost in the perfect competition first increases at an डिक्रीजिंग रेट. इट फर्स्ट इंक्रीजेस एट अ डिक्रीजिंग रेट. पहले बढ़ रहा है बट एट अ डिक्रीजिंग रेट, एंड देन इट स्टार्ट्स इंक्रीजिंग एट अ increasing rate, and then again it starts increasing at a decreasing rate. So this is what is total cost curves behavior under TRTC approach. So let's get started with some points. So first we studied that if TC is greater than TR, we are at a condition of losses. तो अब भाई फर्म जो यहाँ पर इस पार्ट पे द फर्म इज इनकरिंग लॉसेस इन द बिजनेस. नाउ अब ये पॉइंट आया. इस पॉइंट में वी कैन सी दैट TC इज इक्वल टू TR. TC टोटल रेवेन्यू इज इक्वल टू टोटल कॉस्ट. अब ये जो पॉइंट है, दिस इज अ पॉजिटिव साइन फॉर द फर्म. इसका मतलब ये है कि द फर्म टिल नाउ वाज इनकरिंग लॉसेस. नाउ द फर्म फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम हैज covered its total cost with its revenue. अब इसका total cost जो है TC is covered. Now when I have covered my losses, then what will I do? I will for means go for more production, and with more production I will start earning profits. So हमने पढ़ा था when TC is equal to TR, that point is called the break even point. That point is called the break even point. So this point D is the break even point. This point D is the break even point. Why? Because the firm will break even for the first time to incur profits, and at this point TR is equal to TC. So this is the break even point. Now coming on to the next thing. अब हमने समझा कि अब जब फर्म प्रोड्यूस करेगी आगे, so उसके उसके क्या होंगे? प्रॉफिट्स. इट विल स्टार्ट जनरेटिंग प्रॉफिट्स, एंड प्रॉफिट्स यहां पर मैक्सिमम है. कहां पर? यहां पर मैक्सिमम है. प्रॉफिट्स आर मैक्सिमम हियर, मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट्स. तो अभी हमने पढ़ा था कि प्रोड्यूसर का इक्विलिब्रियम क्या होता है. प्रोड्यूसर विल बी एट इक्विलिब्रियम व्हेन द प्रॉफिट इज मैक्सिमाइज्ड, एंड दिस इज द स्पॉट. This is the point where the profit of the firm will be maximized. Suppose this is C. So EC will be the extent to which the firm will earn profit, and those profits will be maximum. So this will be the producer's equilibrium. ठीक है. अब ये हमने यहाँ से the firm broke even for the first time to earn profits. Then it continued with further production. It reached a point at E where its profits became maximum, and the firm would like to operate at this point only because the profits are at maximum, and this is the point of equilibrium. Now if out of greed the firm continues with further production, so हमारा जो टोटल कॉस्ट है वो धीरे धीरे बढ़ता जाएगा. At this point TC will be equal to TR. But now if the firm produces more or produces further, then it will start incurring losses again. Why? Because after this TC will again become greater than TR. Total cost will again become greater than total revenue. So the firm will again start incurring losses. So this is the point, that is EC is the point of maximum profit or the point of producer's equilibrium. अब ये सेम कॉन्सेप्ट को हम दूसरे तरीके से भी दिखा सकते हैं, which is mentioned in our books, that is TP approach से, that is total product. अब हमने क्या किया? हमने ये जो डिस्टेंस है, दिस डिस्टेंस दैट इज बिटवीन ए ओ, उसी को हमने ओ और ए नॉट पे प्लॉट किया. हियर वी आर स्टार्टिंग. सो हमने देख रहा है हमारा जो टोटल प्रॉफिट है वो क्या है? सबसे पहले नेगेटिव में था. टोटल प्रॉफिट नेगेटिव में इसका क्या मतलब? टोटल प्रॉफिट नेगेटिव में इसका क्या मतलब है? टीपी की दैट मीन्स वी आर अर्निंग लॉसेस, वी आर इनकरिंग लॉसेस. सो दिस इज द पॉइंट वेयर वी आर इनकरिंग लॉसेस, टोटल प्रोडक्ट. Now, this is the point. So this is the point. This is the point where I'm going to break even for the first time to incur profits. This is the point. Why? Because now my total product is at zero. So this is no profit, no loss situation. No profit, no loss situation, that at this point neither I'm earning profits nor I'm earning losses. So I'm going to break even for the first time in order to earn profits. Okay? Now after this, if I continue my production, if after this I continue my production, so this will be the point. Say this is f, so fq1, it will be the point which will be the point of profit maximization, like we studied here, profit maximization point. So this fq1 will be the point of profit maximization. एंड हमें ये याद रखना है ये ग्राफ प्लॉट करते टाइम पे कि EC का जो डिस्टेंस है, EC का जो डिस्टेंस है वो FQ1 के बराबर होना चाहिए, AO का जो डिस्टेंस है वो OA डैश के बराबर होना चाहिए. सो वी नीड टू टेक दी केयर ऑफ दी स्मॉल डिटेल्स व्हाइल प्लॉटिंग TRTC अप्रोच. ठीक है, देन वी आर गोइंग टू go further. Now the same thing is happening here, that if out of greed the producer says, okay, so now my profit is maximum, what if I produce more? If I produce more, if he starts producing more, his profits of product will keep on decreasing, it will become again zero, and then further it will again become negative. So that is why this FQ1 will be the point of profit maximization. This entire concept which was depicted here, this has been depicted through this curve down. Okay, so this was all about TR and TC approach, total revenue total cost approach, and this is how we determine that which point will be the producer's equilibrium or which point will be the profit maximization point. Okay, so here we are given the explanation of this TRTC approach. Now let's see what does this explanation say. A firm will maximize its profits at that level of output where difference between TR and TC is maximum. So हमने ये पिछले स्लाइड में देखा था कि इस पॉइंट पे TRTC का जो डिफरेंस है वो मैक्सिमम है. सो द फर्म विल लाइक टू ऑपरेट एट दिस पॉइंट. अब हमसे पूछा जाए कि ऐसा क्यों. सो इसका मतलब ये हो रहा है कि इफ टीआर और टीसी का जो डिफरेंस हमने अभी पढ़ा था पाई. We just now studied that pi is equal to T total revenue minus total cost. Total revenue is equal to minus total cost. Profit will be total revenue minus total cost. So ये जो इसी का जो डिफरेंस है वो हमें क्या दे रहा था, इसका डिफरेंस हमें दे रहा था प्रॉफिट. सो इसका डिफरेंस हमें प्रॉफिट दे रहा था. So this statement means to say that a firm will like to produce at that point where the profit is maximum or the difference between TR and TC is maximum. So let's delve on to the second point, which states in the above figure y-axis carries output where y-axis carries TR, cost and profit. So y-axis is carrying cost and profit. Here we can write cost and profit. So y-axis is carrying total revenue, cost and profit, which is depicted very simply in this graph. Now TR curve is a straight line from the origin because firm sells its output at the same price. So हमने पढ़ा था परफेक्ट कंपटीशन के बारे में. परफेक्ट कंपटीशन में जब सेम प्राइस पे सामान बेचा जा रहा है तो जो रेवेन्यू होगा वो भी सेम कांस्टेंट रेट से बढ़ेगा. सो दैट इज व्हाई वी हैव अ स्ट्रेट लाइन arising from the origin as the TR curve or total revenue curve. Then short run TC curve starts from point A on the y-axis. It is positively sloping, indicating TC varies with output. It is concave downward initially and concave upward subsequently. So it states that TC curve is concave downwards initially Just now we studied this concave downward behavior of TC curve states that it increases initially at a decreasing rate. Then it states that it is concave upwards subsequently. So concave upwards means that then after this break even point, the TC curves increase, the TC total cost increases with an increasing rate. So this is the meaning of concave downwards initially. Then at this point TC will be equal to TR, and then it will be concave upwards subsequently. Then we have short run TC curve starts from point A on the y-axis. It is positively sloping, indicating TC varies with output. So this is the point which we have done. Up to OL level of output, TC curve lies above TR curve. Up to OL level of output, TC curve lies above TR curve. It means TC is greater than TR and therefore producers is incurring losses. तो हमने अभी यही पढ़ा कि जब जब टोटल कॉस्ट टोटल रेवेन्यू से ज्यादा होगा, इसका मतलब the producer is incurring losses. So this is what is depicted and written in that particular statement. Now, when firm produces OL level of output, TR is equal to TC. Therefore, producer is neither incurring profits nor losses. This point is known as break-even point. So, this OL is depicted here as OQ. So, when the firm produces OQ level of output, TR is equal to TC. TR is equal to TC, no profit, no loss situation, and the firm is going to break even from this point further with further production in order to incur profits. So this is a no profit, no loss situation, and this is also called break even point. At what level of output? At OQ level of output. Then we have beyond OL level of output, firm begins to earn profit till output reaches on ON level of output. So this is the statement is trying to say that after this point or beyond this point, when production takes place, the firms starts earning profits at what level? At OQ level. अब हमने देखा कि इस लेवल पे फिर से टोटल रेवेन्यू टोटल कॉस्ट इक्वल हो जाएंगे, तो इस लेवल तक फर्म इज incurring profits. OQ2 it will. So OQ2 level of output, firm is incurring profits, but at OQ1 level of output, the firm is incurring maximum profits. हमारे profits तो OQ2 level तक है, ठीक है, हमारे profits कम ज्यादा कैसे भी हो, but हम OQ2 level of output तक हम profits earn कर रहे हैं. But now if somebody says at what level will be your profits be maximized, or at what level the producer will be at equilibrium, so that level will be at OQ1 where the producer will be earning maximum profits. All right. So this is what is stated here. The maximum profit lies between OL and O1 level of output. So maximum profit जो है वो क्या है, वो किधर से O1 level of output is the output at which the firm or the producer is going to earn maximum profit, and this will be his win-win situation. That means that he will be at equilibrium or at a state where if he will continue with further production, so that will in turn give him losses. So this will be the point of saturation or the point of maximum profit. So this was all about total cost and total revenue approach, TCTR approach, through which we can determine the profit maximization point. So we are done with the explanation. Okay, we have some more points. At OM level of output, the distance between TR and TC is greatest and therefore the profits will be maximum. So just now we studied that at OQ1 level of output, the distance between the TR and TC curve is maximum. So that will be the producer's equilibrium, or that will be the point at which the profits will be at their highest. So We have covered that point also. Then moving on to point number 10, it states the total profits earned at OM level of output are equal to CE. The OM is the profit maximization level of output. So now we states, as we have this statement is trying to tell us that at what level of output will you earn the maximum profits. So I'm going to earn the maximum profits at OQ1. At OQ1 level of output will be माय मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट. सो मैं कितना प्रोड्यूस करूं कि मेरे जो प्रॉफिट्स हैं वो मैक्सिमम हो, तो मैं OQ1 लेवल of output I'll produce in order to get the maximum profits. So this is what that statement was trying to tell us. Now beyond ON level of output, TC is greater than TR. Again, the producer will incur losses. Now, if the producer becomes greedy and says that although I have reached the profit maximization points, let's produce further to incur more profits. If he does this mistake, so he will reach a point where again he will start earning losses. Again he will start earning losses. So ideally he should operate at which level of output? At OQ level or OQ1 level of output. Why? Because at this point his profits is maximized. So that is the profits maximization point and produces equilibrium. So now limitations. Now there are some limitations to everything. So limitations of TR and TC approach are two, which is it is difficult to find out at a glance the maximum vertical distance between TR and TC curves. So that's very true that if we sit with a proper ruler and we plot this graph, so to know the exact profit maximization point, it is very difficult to look at this like this at a glance and determine, okay, this will be the profit maximization point. If I sit with the ruler and I measure the distance, so that exact distance may be somewhere here or somewhere here. So at a glance it is very difficult to make out which is the maximum profit or which is the producer's equilibrium of profit maximization point. So this is again a limitation of TRTC approach. The second limitation states that in this method, price per unit of output cannot be known easily from the diagram. So we have not talked about price per unit. So we have not explicitly talked about price. So that is why this method, through this method, price per unit of output cannot be known easily because explicitly हमने price के बारे में बात नहीं की है. So this is a second limitation of TRTC approach. Now, revenue and marginal cost, MRMC approach, that is marginal revenue and marginal cost approach. Okay, so इसको plot करने से पहले हमें तीन rules के बारे में जानना होगा. The first rule states that in a short run, a firm should only continue its production or should produce if and only if it is able to cover its average variable cost or total variable cost. That means AR should be greater than equal to AVC or TR should be greater than equal to TVC. ठीक है. The first rule states this. Let's explain this. तो पहला जो रूल हमसे ये कह रहा है कि हमें प्रोडक्शन तभी करना चाहिए. If I'm a producer and I'm producing something, so I should continue with my production if at least I am able to cover my variable cost. मैं कम से कम अपना variable cost तो निकाल लूं. अगर मैं अपना variable cost निकाल रही हूँ, मेरा जो total revenue है उससे मैं variable cost निकाल ले रही हूँ, तो मुझे अपना प्रोडक्शन कंटिन्यू. सो इफ आई एम एबल टू कवर माय टोटल रेवेन्यू इज greater than equal to TVC. That means if I am able to cover my variable cost or then I am able to cover my fixed cost. So at that point of time I should I should continue with my प्रोडक्शन. अगर मैं अपना वेरिएबल कॉस्ट ही कवर नहीं कर पा रही हूँ, आप फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट की बात ही छोड़ दीजिए, अगर मैं अपना वेरिएबल कॉस्ट ही कवर नहीं कर पा रही हूँ, सो देयर इज नो यूज ऑफ मी प्रोड्यूसिंग फर्दर. आई शुड स्टॉप और शट डाउन द फर्म. सो दिस इज व्हाट दिस रूल नंबर 1 इज ट्राइंग टू टेल अस कि अगर आप मिनिमम अपना वेरिएबल कॉस्ट अगर आप कवर कर पा रहे हैं अपने रेवेन्यू से, तभी आप अपना प्रोडक्शन आगे कंटिन्यू करिए. दिस इज व्हाट दिस पॉइंट इज ट्राइंग टू टेल अस. Now the second rule states that MR should be equal to MC. Marginal revenue should be equal to marginal cost. ठीक है. Now the third rule states that ensure profit maximization rather than profit minimization. So this is a very obvious rule. See, if I'm a producer, of course my motivation, my incentives should be the profit zenith, the point at which my profits are highest. So of course I will like to produce or operate at that point where the profits are maximized rather than minimized. So how to determine this, we are going to learn through MRMC approach, and let's get started. अब अप्रोच जो है वो बहुत ही आसान है. सो लेट्स प्लॉट दिस ग्राफ ऑफ MRMC, एंड here we go. This is y-axis, this is x-axis, this is origin, y-axis, this is output. Okay, this is price, this is price, this is MR. ठीक है. हमें ये याद रखना है कि वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द फर्म्स अंडर परफेक्ट कंपटीशन. सो MR विल बी अ स्ट्रेट लाइन पैरेलल टू x एक्सिस. सो हमने प्राइस लिख लिया, MR लिख लिया. लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड. अब हम क्या करेंगे, हम ड्रॉ कर रहे हैं MC कर्व, मार्जिनल कॉस्ट कर्व. MC कर्व हमने ड्रॉ किया. वी आर गोइंग टू जॉइन दिस. दिस इज Q, this is Q1, this is Q2. All right, let's name these points. This is, say, A, this point is B, this is E, this is, let's say this is E, this is B, this is C. All right, so this, let's start with the explanation or what this MRMC curve is trying to tell us. नाउ अब हम ये देख सकते हैं कि हमने रूल्स में पढ़ा था, हमने रूल्स में दो रूल पढ़े थे. एक था MR शुड बी इक्वल टू MC. फर्स्ट रूल हमने, सेकेंड रूल हमने ये पढ़ा था. थर्ड रूल अभी हमने पढ़ा दैट द प्रॉफिट्स शुड बी maximized. Should be maximized. The profit should be maximized. The profit should be maximized. So अब हम यहाँ पर देख सकते हैं at this point MR is equal to MC. MR is equal to MC. So हमारी फर्स्ट कंडीशन तो सेटिस्फाई हो गई. तो क्या ये प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइजेशन पॉइंट है? नहीं 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 नहीं. We have to check for the second condition which is stated here that the profit should be maximized. So are my profits maximized? Let's look at this at very obvious situation which is created here. Before this, my marginal cost was marginal is pointer. My marginal cost MC was greater than MR. मेरा कॉस्ट ज्यादा था, रेवेन्यू कम था. मतलब क्या? आई वॉज अर्निंग लॉसेस. ये लॉसेस थे. दिस वॉज अ पॉइंट वेयर आई वॉज अर्निंग लॉसेस. ठीक है. सो एट OQ लेवल ऑफ आउटपुट, आई वॉज अर्निंग लॉसेस. अब एक पॉइंट आया, एक टाइम आया when my marginal cost will became equal to marginal revenue, when MR was equal to MC. So this was the point A when my marginal cost became equal to marginal revenue. अब मैंने सोचा कि अब जब मैंने सारा कॉस्ट कवर कर लिया है, मैंने वेरिएबल कॉस्ट भी कवर कर लिया, मैंने फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट भी कवर कर लिया, मैंने टोटल कॉस्ट कवर कर लिया है, तो अब क्यों ना लेट मी कंटिन्यू विद माय प्रोडक्शन. So हमने पढ़ा था कि where MR is equal to MC, that is called the break even point. This is the break even point. Why this is a break even point? Why? Because before this till OQ level of output, the firm was incurring losses, and at this point, at point A, MR became equal to MC. So for the first time, the firm started producing or gaining profits or gaining incentives. So the firm is going to start with further production in order to gain profit. So this will be, the point A will also be called break even point. Very clear, break even point. क्यों? क्योंकि इससे पहले तक हमें लॉसेस हो रहे थे. At this point my marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. This is a no profit no loss situation, and with further production I can earn more profits. So I started with further production. So this is profit minimization point. This is profit minimization point because at this point I am not earning any profit. I am just covering all my cost. Why? Because MR is equal to MC, that is marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. So I am not earning any profits. There is no difference, is zero. I am only covering my cost. So this is the profit minimization point. So इसीलिए हम इसको profit, इसको producers equilibrium नहीं बोलेंगे. क्यों नहीं बोलेंगे? क्योंकि इस point पर हम जो है कोई भी profits earn नहीं कर रहे हैं. So हमारा जो second rule है इस point पर fail हो जा रहा है, that the profit should be maximized, because here we are getting the profit minimization point. Now, if I continue with further production, to this extent I am going to earn profits. This will be my profit. Why? Because here, marginal cost till here, marginal cost becomes less than marginal revenue, or marginal revenue becomes greater than marginal cost. Revenue ज़्यादा है, cost कम है. So the difference will be my profit. So till point, from point A till C, I am earning profits. But our main objective, our main fundamental in this chapter is to find out producer's equilibrium. The level of maximum output is producer's equilibrium. So our objective is to spot the producer's equilibrium. So we can see that at EB level of profit, we can see that my profits are maximum. At EB, my profits are maximum. My profits are maximum. At EB, my profits are maximum. So this is the point. This is the point at OQ1 level of output. At OQ1 level of output, that this is the point at which the producer is earning maximum profits, and this is the producer's equilibrium. So इस point पे producer production करते करते पहुंचा जहां पर MR और MC का जो difference था वो maximum था. मार्जिनल कॉस्ट और मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू का जो डिफरेंस था वो मैक्सिमम था, और इसी पॉइंट को हम प्रोड्यूसर्स इक्विलिब्रियम कहेंगे क्योंकि यहाँ पर हमारे जो प्रॉफिट्स हैं वो मैक्सिमम है. सो दिस पॉइंट, दैट इज EB will be the profit maximize, this E will be the profit maximization point till how much level of output? Till OQ1 level of output. Now if the producer continues with further production, what will happen? MC curve, marginal cost will again increase. The profit margin will decrease or shrink, and this point again, at this point, MR will be equal to MC. And with further production, again the firm is going to start earning losses. तो हमें इससे क्या पता चलता है कि प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइजेशन पॉइंट ए नहीं है, प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइजेशन पॉइंट सी है. This is the profit maximization point. This is the profit maximization point. Why? Because if I am going to continue with my production further, I will be earning losses. So this is the producer's equilibrium. क्योंकि हमने पढ़ा था कि producer equilibrium is a point at which it is a state of rest at which the profits are maximum and the production cannot take place further in order to earn more profits. So this is the point where the profits is at maximum, and if the producer continues with further production, he will start incurring losses. सो दिस इज द पॉइंट ऑफ प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइजेशन. तो हमारी क्या दो कंडीशंस यहाँ पर चेक फुलफिल हो रही है? सो लेट्स फाइंड आउट. एमआर इज इक्वल टू एमसी, यस. सो दिस इज फुलफिल्ड. देन प्रॉफिट शुड बी मैक्सिमाइज. क्या प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइज है? हाँ, क्यों? क्योंकि इसके बाद अगर हम प्रोडक्शन कंटिन्यू करते हैं सो वी विल स्टार्ट इनकरिंग लॉसेस. सो दिस इज द पॉइंट व्हिच इज द पॉइंट ऑफ मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट्स. सो दिस इज द पॉइंट ऑफ maximum profits and this is called the profit maximization point or the point of producers equilibrium. Point of producers equilibrium. Okay, so this is a very common question, that why this is not the profit maximization point and why this is the profit maximization point. Very simple answer, that this before this the firm was earning losses and if we continue with further production there is a margin of earning profits. लेकिन हमने एक प्रोड्यूसर्स इक्विलिब्रियम में कंडीशन पढ़ी थी कि प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइजेशन पॉइंट वो पॉइंट होता है जहां पर आगे प्रोड्यूस करने पर हमें लॉसेस हो, क्योंकि उसी पॉइंट पे हमें मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट्स मिल रहे हैं. तो इसी पॉइंट तक हमें मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट्स मिल रहे थे, उसके बाद प्रोडक्शन से हमें लॉसेस होंगे. और मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट्स किस लेवल पे मिल रहे थे? ईबी लेवल पे, एट OQ1 लेवल ऑफ आउटपुट. सो लेट्स गो ऑन टू द explanation of the graph. In the above diagram, x-axis carries output, whereas y-axis carries price. So they have just told us that we have taken price on the y-axis and output on the x-axis. Then the second point is producers will be in equilibrium when MR is equal to MC and MC curve should cut MR curve from below. So this is a very famous condition, that MR should be equal to MC and MC curve should cut MR curve from below. हमने चैप्टर नंबर 11 में डिटर्मिनेशन ऑफ आउटपुट एंड प्राइस अंडर ए परफेक्ट कॉम्पिटिशन में भी हमने यही पढ़ा था, that MR should be equal to MC and MC curve should cut MR curve from below. But why should MC curve cut MR curve from below? Because if it is cutting it from below, that means this is the profit maximization point. If it is cutting it from above, this is a break-even point but not the profit maximization point, because with further production there is still a scope of earning profits. So this is not the profit maximization point, and this is why we have this condition that MC curve should cut MR curve from below. MC curve should cut MR curve from below, and this is the reason behind the second condition which is stated here, that MR is equal to MC and MC curve should cut MR curve from below in order to get the profit maximization point. In order to get the profit maximization point, MC curve should cut MR curve from below. Now in above figure, MR is equal to MC at 2 points, R and K corresponding to two levels of output, OQ0 and OQ1. So with this respect to this diagram, at this point we are getting MC is equal to MR at 2 points, that is A and C. But हमने अभी डिस्कस किया था कि हमें OQ लेवल ऑफ आउटपुट और OQ2 लेवल ऑफ आउटपुट पे MR is equal to MC ये कंडीशन फुलफिल हो रही है. लेकिन 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 up to OQ0 level of output the firm is incurring losses. At OQ0 level of output, firm is neither earning profit nor incurring losses. Hence, P point R is the break-even point. So just now we were discussing that at OQ level of output, the firm was incurring losses. At this point, that at point A, this is a no profit, no loss situation, that is called the break-even point. ना यहाँ पर हमें profit हो रहा है, ना यहाँ पर हमें loss हो रहा है. Profit कब होगा? जब हम production आगे कंटिन्यू करेंगे, और हम कंटिन्यू कर रहे हैं, इसका मतलब क्या है कि दिस इज नॉट द प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइजेशन पॉइंट. सो अगेन दिस सेम थिंग इज रिफ्लेक्टेड इन दिस स्टेटमेंट. Beyond OQ0 level of output, producer is earning profit since MR is greater than MC. Beyond OQ level of output, the firm is earning profits since MC is less than MR और MR is greater than MC. Marginal revenue ज़्यादा है, marginal cost कम है, so firm is earning profits. So this is what is said in this statement. At OQ1 level of output, producer will be in equilibrium since both conditions are satisfied and producer is earning profits. So हमारा जो main objective था इतने सारे डिस्कशन का, वो यही था कि हम इस पॉइंट पे पहुंचना चाहते हैं जिस पॉइंट पे हमारे जो प्रॉफिट्स हैं वो मैक्सिमम होंगे. अब हमारे प्रॉफिट्स इस लेवल पे मैक्सिमम क्यों है? क्योंकि पहली बात, दो चीज, MR is equal to MC, all right. MC curve is cutting MR curve from below, all right. and this is the point where I am earning maximum profits, and if I'm going to continue with my production further, I will be in losses. So this is the point of saturation or point of profit maximization. So this is the reason why the producer is at equilibrium. This is the reason why producer is at equilibrium at point C and not at point A. So we have discussed this, and with this we come to an end of this very interesting chapter, जिसने हमें ये सिखाया that if the producer wants to be happy and satisfied, he has to operate at profit maximization point. और ये हमसे हमारे पास दो tools हैं जिससे हम ये पता लगा सकते हैं. One is TRTC approach and the other is MRMC approach. With this we end this chapter. Thank you so much.